haven't seen a lot. Rosters change, but what's consistent about going to Northwestern that you've experienced year in and year out?
Well, the good thing is we get a lot of fans at our games, and I don't know if that'll continue, but it's been unbelievable. The Michigan State alums that have showed up over there, and that's been really good. But the consistency is it's never an easy game. When they weren't very good, it wasn't an easy game, and now they are good, and they've been good for the last couple of years, and we've lost some games to them. So I think our guys are going to be focused in. They've had a couple extra days of rest. This is the first quick turnaround in a while. We've had
tournament style?
Almost. We had 3, 4, 5 days in between games, and all of a sudden, we played late last night. By the time we get out of here, and trying to go this morning, we'll come back tonight, and we leave tomorrow. So it's different, and I think harder on the freshmen. The upperclassmen should be able to handle it.
When you look at a guy like Izzo, it feels like he's been here since you've been here.
He has. And his brother was at Penn State, so I've had enough of the battle buoys. But Boo is a hell of a player, man. I think he's really changed his game last couple years, where he's getting more, he's become a more complete player. And I think the job Chris has done with it has been unbelievable. I think he's just developed into it. Now he can pass it. Now he guards it better. He used to be just a scorer and a shooter, and maybe took bad shots. Now he doesn't take bad shots. I think the evolution of his game has been something fun to watch as a guy that we always say, your career is a process. He's gone through the process, and he's put himself in a position where he's one of the best players in this league.
Tom, what Trey's been able to do, is that what you look for a guy to do when he gets a larger role because of an injury like that, the way he's taking advantage of it?
Yeah, really pleased with Trey. He's been good defensively. He's shooting the ball well. He took care of the ball. His assist to turnovers, if you check the thing, is unbelievable. It's like 6-1 or something, which is mind-boggling. And so that's been a real positive for us. Now our job is to get Cohen a little bit more time there too, so that we can be a little bigger on the wings, because we are small, and hopefully that helps our rebounding. So,
how much after last year was your emphasis on forcing one turnover? Because the numbers
the numbers are. I think we got back to just playing better defense, and being a little more aggressive on the ball. Once in a while we'll go full, and maybe not as much lately as I'd like to, because now the numbers are down again. But I think the aggression on the ball is what's changed a little bit. And Marty's been a big part of that. He on ball screens and that, guys aren't getting downhill where they get as many good looks. And I think he deserves a lot of credit.
Does that disruption help a guy like Tyson or a guy like Trey with their hands?
Yeah, because they get their hands on the ball. A guy, instead of going down and being able to dish it, he's got to pick it up. And once he gets his hands on it, it's amazing. He's got long arms for a small guy, but he's done a hell of a job of that.
I wanted to ask you about Marty. Where has his imprint been on this winning streak, you think, for you guys? It seems like he's found a little bit of a groove here lately.
Yeah, and he's not scoring that much because we're not throwing him the ball, and you feel a little bad. But to his credit, he's not letting it bother him. He's rebounding the daylights out of the ball. If everybody else would rebound half like him, we'd be in business. But it's his ball screen coverages that has been so elite. He's helping guards all the time. And a couple of those guards maybe can get through it, but a lot of them can't. And I give him a lot of credit on that.
Tom, can you educate us on the pros and cons of good scout team play? Do you want them always to play well? That means your first team?
No, I'm going to kill Davis Smith. He ruined my day today. I made every shot known to man.
He's still hot from last night.
He is. That's what I told him. But, I do want them to play well. I think the better the scout team gives you, what I'm looking for, though, is because we've got so many different kinds of scout teams where we got a walkthrough. Now we got a competitive one. What I'm looking for is for those guys to, our guys to get mad when a guy makes the basket on them, and we haven't done that as well yet. But I like when the scout team's really good.
Is there a chance Jackson's able to play Sunday?
You saw him today. He was in there a little bit. I'd say there's a chance, but it's a long shot. By next week, I think he'll be ready to go.
Do you I mean, would you run him in Illinois out for the first time? He's a veteran, but
I have to think about all those things, you know. It just depends. This was his first day where he went live, and he didn't go full, but he did get some reps in, and I thought he looked pretty good. But more importantly, he feels pretty good. He's had no problem now with the different things he's done, so that'll play a big factor in it too. But if you know we got him in late in the game or something, that's possible. Maybe it'll happen, but I doubt it. And then next week he'll have 4 more days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
he seemed like he was moving his feet well, but you got to probably worry about fatigue factor.
Yeah, but we can play him, 2-3 minutes at a time if he can play, and it's going to help us sooner or later. It's going to help us.
Tom, the Malik you've had the last couple of games, we've seen that version of him a lot. It hasn't always maintained it over stretches. How do you kind of help him keep this going, what he's been doing?
Well, some of the reasons he hasn't maintained it was injuries. Like last year, that foot was a problem all year. But like Joey Hauser went through, if you remember, where his junior year, sophomore year was so-so, and junior year, he had a little injury too to that foot. But I just think Malik's looking at it, this is my last hurrah, and he's been more consistent. I think it took him a while because of the 5 months he had off. And if he can stay healthy, that Malik, whether he scores 15, 12, or 24, that Malik is really valuable because he can guard, he understands it, he helps the other guys, he knows what he's doing, he shoots good from the free throw line. I think that was the missing link from going from good to great. Whether he can maintain that, that's putting a little pressure on him, but it's also what I thought all summer. We were worried, is our 4-man going to be able to do it, because we didn't know how healthy he would be until August. And so, that's really helped us.
Those slow starts are kind of a thing of the past right now. It seems like all the things that you wanted to do are what's helped push that.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but, even though I was mad about it, I wasn't panicking about the shooting. I went back and looked at those films many a times, and we had the same shots we're getting now. We just didn't make them, And I think we mentally were a little soft there because I think we let it get to us, more than a couple guys. And so, even Tyson from the free throw line, Jaden from his shot, But, yeah, that's what I felt like we should be. And if we would have just shot a hair better. Somebody sent me something today. I think the first 6 games we're shooting 27% from the 3. The last 6 games we're shooting 44%, like 8th in the country. And whenever you're making shots, you guys feel better, believe it or not. The crowd feels better. I feel better, and most importantly, they feel better. And it's nice to tell them, don't worry about your shot. It's just not American. That's not what we do here. Go ahead.
Speaking of which, related or unrelated, Jaden Akins' tenacity on defense, is that kind of what you're looking for?
Funny you said that, yeah, because I said in my staff meeting, ever since he guarded the little guy from, he did the one from Baylor, but then the guy from Indiana State, he's just been back to a different player too. Now we figure he can be one of those lockdown guys. And Seattle had the no-fly zone. I think with those 3 guys, it might be the no-drive zone or something. Those 3 guys should be really good defensively. I said at the beginning of the year, I thought one of my best defensive perimeter teams ever. And it's starting to at least come a little bit now. That's been a big difference.
This win streak has all either been at home or in Detroit. So taking it on the road, is that a nice way to challenge guys and make sure they're not too comfortable?
Next step, and I'm not too comfortable. We played better. I told you, I said to the official last night, 7 minutes left. We're probably not this good, and they're definitely not this bad. I've seen them, so it happens. And then I watched the game at night. Arizona, who just gets beat by Stanford, beats Colorado by 40. Colorado's good. I told you at the beginning of the year, there'd be more ups and downs because of all the distractions. I still believe it. And what we got to do is stay away from the distractions. Can we focus in on the task day after day after day after day? And that's the challenge of coaching now.
So it's a test of maturity a little bit, for these guys.
It is.
Even though it's not,
It is testing their maturity. That's what I told. I text AJ and Jaden and actually all 4 guys. But especially those 3 seniors, like Malik and AJ and Tyson, that this is now what you got to do. Now you got to come to practice today. And we were decent today, considering we just played, and then had a film session. It's a quick turnaround.
What did Northwestern do well to beat Purdue?
Made shots. There were 2 wings. One was 4 or 5 from 3, and one was 4 of 7 or something. They were, I don't know, they were like 8 of 12 or something like that. I don't know exactly, but the key guys made shots, and it wasn't Blue, it was the other 2 guys, Barry and Langhorne or something. Yeah.
Where did they struggle against Illinois?
Size, the size of Illinois and athleticism. I really hurt it, I thought. But when you're missing shots early, and Illinois has the one guy that goes off for 35 or whatever he got. I mean, that's the problem I have. I tell all of my football buddies, you guys don't have falling out of games, major problem. Major. A guy can get, like I said, 15 holding calls. It's bad, but he's still in the game. Best player is still in the game. Our best players can be on the bench. And that damn 3-point shot. I wish they'd move it out to NBA plus.
What are some of the challenges that Northwestern's other guards can present? Because Bowie, he averages like 4 or 5 assists a game. So
yeah, they're shooting very shooting the ball very well, and he shoots it really well. It's this kid Longer, they've transferred from Princeton, has really shot the ball well for him. So those are some problems. Now they miss Shadish a little bit defensively, I think, but those guys can make shots, and that's where I think his game has really changed now. He can get guys the ball, which I didn't think he did as well early in his career.
Seems like this might be one of those games. Like this might be a thing of the past with 2 really veteran, experienced teams. I mean, especially like look at Penn State. They had so many transfers.
Well, you got to watch how you say that, because veteran one-stop teams. Because like Northwestern's got 2 guys, but they got 5 grad transfers and everything else. A lot of these teams have veteran guys, but not veteran guys in that program. So you're right.
So Malik Hall's been working on a lot of things, but he's a post offensive player. That's come around. That's an important piece, right?
It is, and you know what? It was something that I think he fought for a while, and I had to tell him, Michael Jordan, Steve Smith, they all said, when things aren't going right, I go in the post. I try to get fouled. That's his next thing. He shoots that fadeaway so good, but he doesn't get to the line as much as he should. So the 2 things he's going to work on now is getting to the line more and rebounding a little better.
Tom, considering who we are right now and what things were like towards the latter part of